Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. So, I'm gonna do a little bit like creeper style recording because I don't want to go outside and record. But anyway, we've got some exciting things happening. We have been waiting for this, or I have been waiting for this for a long time. So I'm gonna flip it around here. As you can see, my garden. Maybe I'll remove the screen. Yeah. Okay, so I removed the screen. There's my garden, and then that's like over here is the new, or like where we did the goat pen last year. Chickens are back there, orchard in between the chicken coop and the original goat pen. Anyway, we're getting a greenhouse. So what we're doing right now, or what they're doing right now, not me. So I traded a friend cement work for goats. They wanted some Nigerian dwarf goats, and I happen to have some. So I traded them a mama and her babies for just the foundation sort of thing for my greenhouse. I'll show you my inspiration. On that picture, you can kind of see the inspiration. I want the cedar bottom and the black top. I don't know if we'll actually get that, but I'm really hoping that I do. But originally we were going to do a cement slab for the greenhouse, but then I thought about drainage. And if I ever do want to plant something directly in the ground in the greenhouse, then that can't be possible. That can't happen. So right now they are just doing a concrete perimeter. They're going to put the bolts in, and we're just going to frame it up like a shed. I'm pretty excited about it. So now that the guys left, I can come over here and record and talk to myself and to you guys and sort of show you guys what they're doing. Here it is. So the foundation is going to be basically 1.5 feet. Put the rebar in it. Just waiting on the concrete. I'll kind of give you a imaginary tour of the imaginary greenhouse right now with the fencing, and I'll insert a drawing here so you guys can see what we're hoping it's gonna look like, or what I'm hoping it'll look like. Okay. So goat pen, right there is the orchard, and that's where the chicken coop is. And we're actually gonna change that chicken run potentially this year. We're not sure yet, we'll see. So this space here, we're going to finish this space with a fence just like this one, so that the goats can't always go into the garden when I'm moving them from here to here. In the middle, roughly where that fire ring is, and that's just plopped there just because it was kind of in the way. Anyway, so in the middle of it, right here, we're gonna have a gate and an arbor so I can have stuff vining up over it. Now we're gonna walk into this imaginary gate, and right here, we're opening the gate, walking in, and there's gonna be a path to the garden. There's gonna be a door right here in the middle of this wall into the greenhouse. There will be a space right here, and then space along behind or beside the greenhouse, between the fence and the greenhouse, and along the back side of the garden boxes and greenhouse. I plan to do some herbs, some edible herbs and flowers all along here for the goats and chickens and us as well. And then it'll come around here. I will show you a Pinterest pic that has inspired me. Now in here, we're gonna have the door, and we're gonna have some ventilation on the bottom as well as on the top. And then, so the door will be here, and I plan to have raised beds all along the inside here that will double as a seed starting area in the spring. Now I didn't get to record them digging that because I didn't want to be a weirdo sitting out here while a couple of guys were digging a trench here for me. But anyway, that is going to be a 10 by 16 greenhouse. The footing, or the foundation, I guess, it's going to be 1.5 feet deep. And then they're just going to put those bolts on the top so that we can screw the 2x material on the perimeter of it. And we're just going to kind of frame it up just like a shed or a house kind of type thing. But then, of course, instead of putting plywood on there, we're going to put Lexan on it. The cement truck just arrived, and now they're going to be wheelbarrowing it back and forth from cement truck to the garden. It's not terribly far, but the kids are obviously all interested and kind of want to watch, so they're all going to sit on the trampoline or stand in the goat pen and watch them work. And I asked if they didn't mind, and they don't, so. After having the guys do the concrete and stuff, and our kids sitting on the trampoline watching, you know, homeschooling at its finest, right? They actually thoroughly enjoyed watching them, and the guys were great about it. They let the kids dig in and help, and they enjoyed the whole thing. Don't mind the hormonal goats, like they're just crazy. Anyway, so now I can show you guys the wet but finished foundation. Okay, so these bolts were added in so they can do the foundation, or we can like use that to attach the walls and stuff. And of course, no cement work is complete without these. When we did our cement pad around the back here of the house, when we added that patio, I didn't do the handprints then because we weren't sure if we were staying or not. And right now, the way we're looking at it is the Lord has us here. We're just gonna keep chugging along, and unless the Lord actually calls us out of here, we're just gonna keep putting along and living our best homestead life that we can. But with that being said, this greenhouse, I felt like I wanted the kids' handprints in it, right in the doorway. So the doorway will be right there, and that means those will be noticeable and they'll be seen. So I'm excited about it.